overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah, I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Ready up? You, yellow. Real green.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Second and 4. They'll drop to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. George Kittle, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals will strike first here, this wild card matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jones and the Pats now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Jones. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
They'll try and throw for it here. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, Jones eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Bengals will get the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. But a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, the most famous one in my lifetime, I think, is got to be 01, right? Raiders, Patriots, to send the Patriots to the Super Bowl.
You had to go to the Super Bowl, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one people remember. But I also know this. In Miami, the infamous one, the snowplow game. In New England, when they went out there and the Patriots had a guy come out and clear a spot on the field for their field goal kicker to kick the game winner.
Is that 82?
That was 82. And
he's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
This is fielded at the 7. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with their 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. The Pats at the line ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Jones throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And in search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Jones connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm fill there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
3-3. Go, 10. Red, cycle. Yo, blue.
2nd and 3. And his throw here's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Oh, this is blocked. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Jacobs going to try the middle, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. And Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This one caught by Kittle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jalen Guyton as time expires in the first half. And the Bengals would extend their lead on the final play of the half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward. Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 59 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught by Myers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he will have a Patriots first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The connection with his running back, Josh Jacobs. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Josh Jacobs. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are able to at least get 1 score back. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
17. Read that. Roster 6.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. But Charles, what a rookie season he had, catching the football over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Black Ultra. Red, yellow. Ready?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap 1.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Looking to throw. Jones. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Jones throwing on first down. It's Myers again with another catch. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Running it with Jacobs. And he's got some space here. 123 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round. Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll run with Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TV. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Pin at the bottom, I got the one isn't blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.
It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like